Hello, gorgeous. Welcome back to the collective. Just like last night, I'm fixing all my screens to make sure nobody misses a thing. I'm super excited that you're tuning in with me tonight. We are about to dive into something. I told y'all last night it was super juicy. I think tonight is juicier. And it's because I'm going off grid, y'all. Like I don't typically do this. I typically don't address stuff that I see on social media because honestly, if I disagree with something, I keep scrolling, and I think the world would be a better place if more people did that. They stopped scrolling, like stopped having this idea that everybody has to agree with you because they don't. But when someone is spreading misinformation or when that information is like detrimental to the health of people that I love, the people that I serve and support, and I'm seeing this being reposted and could be seen by people within my community, I'm like, okay, universe, I see you. I'm coming. Like, I got this. So essentially, there is a post that is circulating on social media. And basically, the post says, and I truly feel like it was well intended, but the post says that not everybody needs a therapist, that you having a bad day is not trauma, it's just Tuesday, that as a society, we put a lot of medical diagnosis on basic everyday stuff, and that we started calling resilience toxic positivity. Now, as a mental health professional, as a mental health advocate, I can completely agree 100% that we have gone way too far with generalizing like real psychiatric and medical terms, right? Like every single time somebody says they're being gaslit or every single time somebody uses the term narcissist, I kind of like sit back a little bit because I'm listening. Are we using this clinically? Are we using it, what's the word, colloquially? Like, how are we using this? So I get that. But I fear the use of the term, not everybody needs a therapist or everything doesn't require therapy, because I think that we have finally reached a time where lots of people are not waiting until they're on the doorstep of self destruction to seek professional assistance with managing their emotions and working through complex situations. So there are dozens of reasons why a person might seek a therapist or a coach if they were going through something or if they just want to see improvement. Like, you do not have to be in full blown crisis. There doesn't have to be any sort of emergency to have a mental health professional or performance professional in your circle. In fact, it's a luxury. Honestly, it's one of those things where this is where it's at. And so I just want to talk about 3 reasons why you might consider coaching or therapy if you're not in crisis, right? And before I dive into this, I think I need to make a distinction between what therapy is and what coaching is. A therapist is a licensed professional. They have gone to school, they have taken tests, they have done multiple things to help people to truly dive into, process, and work through complex trauma like familial relationships, mental health conditions. A coach, on the other hand, could be a certified professional, or they could be just someone who is teaching from their own experience, right? And this person is going to help you improve outcomes in a specific area. So confidence coaching, business coaching, communications type coaching. So these things are very niche, where therapy is broader, and these people are licensed for mental health services. Okay. Now, let me be very clear. Each has its own place, and some people do both. Okay. So I am not a therapist, but I have a master's degree in social work. I'm a psychiatric social worker, and I'm also a certified master life coach. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good position to have this conversation with y'all. Just saying. So reasons why you might join either if you were not in crisis. Number one is processing complex emotions. So say you have a major breakup, say you are moving to a new city, say you are, working out that co-parenting thing through a divorce, and you feel like you're okay, but you need an unbiased ear to have those conversations with. You need to talk about some of the things that are coming up and ways to process those. You guys know I teach a whole program on managing your emotions and truly like learning and listening to what your emotions are telling you so that you don't crash out every time something goes wrong. It doesn't mean that you're in crisis at the moment. It just means that you are mature enough to know that you want to regulate your nervous system and that your responses to things are meaningful. And you want to make sure that your reactions are mature and they reflect the level of integrity that you want to show in your life, right? So that's a really good reason. Another reason might be to work through blocks that you're experiencing in your business, in your relationships, in your communication. Like sometimes you feel like you've hit a wall. It's like, I don't know what's stopping me from getting to the next level. And so you meet with a therapist or you meet with a coach and they're able to work with you and they kind of can see the blind spots, is what I always tell my coach. I say, can you help me see the blind spots in this? Because when you work really hard on something and you're going all in, sometimes you can't necessarily see pieces that you're missing, or they'll bring up stuff to you and be like, you know what? I've noticed that when you get to this level, we kind of plateau. What happens? What feelings are coming up? Like, what are you thinking right now? Right? A coach or therapist is going to be able to talk you through that. And that unbiased part is so important because I can hear y'all. I just asked my mama. I just asked my sister. My best friend does that. Your best friend, your mom, your friend, your sister, whoever, they are looking at this and they're giving you advice from a scope of their own experience, from a lens of their own fears. They are not thinking about like they believe in your potential, but they're also a little bit scared because they don't want you to fail because they don't want you to be embarrassed. Your therapist is not that person. Your coach, we're not that person. We're going to shoot it to you straight. Okay. And then number 3, just you might need a therapist or coach to help you improve outcomes in a certain area. Kayla, how is that different than a block? A block is where you're stuck. Outcome improvement might be you're already a dynamic speaker. You're ready to take it to the next level. You're already crushing it in your business and you're ready to make more revenue. You're ready to bring in more clients. You're already kind of confident, like you've already done some major changes in your life, but you're ready for somebody to teach you to be more assertive and take up the room. So they're going to give you strategy. They're going to help you with goals. They're going to help you map those things out. So there are so many reasons other than having a terrible Tuesday that a person might go to coaching or therapy. And I think that when we start villainizing people for having the courage to talk about their emotions, for having the courage to seek help to process them in a healthy manner, we get into some really dangerous territory. I want to tell you something. I know that there's a generation, I know that there's a huge stigma behind seeking help for getting out of the situation that you're in, but staying silent, it keeps you stuck. Staying silent keeps us sick. And it's time that we start speaking out about the things that we need and that we get serious about investing in ourselves and being willing to allow someone to help us. Like, I know we want to have that, I get it out the mud. I got this. I did this myself. But there's no reason to be in isolation when there are people who are truly like licensed, certified, they have studied, they have done the work, they've created the frameworks, they can help you collapse time. Why would you struggle? If you're choosing to struggle in 2025, you're choosing to struggle. Because even if you can't make the investment in coaching or therapy for these things, there's YouTube, there's podcasts, there's books, there's radio shows. There's no excuse. Okay? So I just say all of that to say that let's normalize not waiting until we're almost destitute to seek help, and don't let anybody ever make you feel bad for needing someone to help you process whatever it is that you are considering emotionally taxing in the moment, okay? And if you are looking for a coach to help you to step into your main character era, y'all know that's me, to be more assertive, to be more confident, to help you take up space in a room, to be more able to manage your emotions, like all of the things that help you be a more well-rounded individual, drop coach, send me an email, send me a DM, drop it in the comments. Like, again, there's no excuse. I've got programs, y'all, from $5 to $305. So you can get in where you fit in and we can change your life, okay? Have an excellent night on purpose. This was not what I was going to hop on here and talk about tonight, but it was on me. So I had to discuss it, y'all. We will chat tomorrow in the next one. And yeah, that's all I got. Love y'all. Bye.